Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and welcome to another Quran moment. Today, day number 5. Just a quick tip, try not to shop when you're hungry. So if you're going shopping to buy food just before iftar time, you'll find that you might buy more than you actually need. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes us to be neither spendthrift nor frugal, but to be balanced. Okay, let's begin. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Today's ayah is ayah number 16 in Surah Al-Baqarah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين. Let's go through the meaning. أولئك الذين, those are the ones. Who are those people? Of course, it's referring to the hypocrites. The topic's still continuing. It's worthwhile just summarizing the qualities that have been mentioned in the previous ayat. So, هم المنافقون, they are the hypocrites. الموصوفون في الآيات السابقة ب 5 things. Number 1, الكذب. They lied. When they go to the believers, they say, we believe, we are like you. But when they go to their shayateen, they say we are like you. So that's a lie. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not like lying. Number 1. Number 2, al-mukhada'a. They're cheating. And again, that's another sin. Number 3, al-ifsadu fil ard. They are causing corruption on the earth. This actual behavior is actually causing harm to them, to their society, and to the entire planet Earth. Then they talked about the believers and they called them sufaha. They called them foolish. To call this is actually another sin. To call somebody, to label them with something that doesn't befit them, and to denigrate them. And number 5, and they also try to mock them, istihza. So these 5 qualities are inside these people. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, it is these people who you should recall these qualities. أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ. What have they done? اشْتَرَوُا الضَّلَالَةَ بِالْهُدَى. They have اشتروا, purchased. What have they purchased? What have they bought? الضَّلَالَة, error. And what have they bought it with? What was the currency they used? Sadly, they used the currency itself was guidance, bilhuda. They had the ability to be guided, but they lost it, they exchanged it for misguidance. So, just an idea, just to reflect on the concept of the word purchase. When somebody buys something, they usually want it and there's a great desire to have it. And this desire generates in them the ability to let go of something in order to exchange it for that. So to give an example, if you want to buy a car and it's a really nice car, you have to let go of your money. Now, if the car is really nice and you're really keen on buying the car, then you're ready to part with something that you like as well. That's money. And that is basically a trade. By using this example of trade, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing the degree of love these people have for misguidance. So they have bought misguidance. They have this desire for misguidance and they're ready to let go of their guidance. They don't value it as much as the thing that they see in front of them. How can they exchange guidance when they were not guided in the first place? That's a question that the ulama bring up in the tafasir. And basically, it's the munafiqeen. Yes, they are not guided, but they had the ability to be guided. And it just shows us that when sometimes we have the chance in our lives to do something, then it's as if we actually have that thing. If we don't take it up, we only can blame ourselves. So subhanallah. The practical implications of the Quran in our daily lives are amazing when you reflect upon the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Was their trade a good one? What happened? Did they make a profit? Yes or no? The Quran answers, فَمَا رَبِحَتْ تِجَارَتُهُمْ. Tijara literally means profit. Tijara means trade. Tijaratuhum, their trade. And فَمَا رَبِحَتْ رِبْح means profit. So they did not profit. When a person doesn't profit, does that actually mean he made a loss? In terms of trade, sometimes if you buy something, let's say you buy a car for $1,000 and then you sell it and you only get 1,000 back, did you make a profit? No. Did you make a loss? No. So if your capital is preserved, you haven't made a loss. But if you bought the car and the car burnt down or there was an accident and it was a write-off, it's not worth anything anymore, then you've lost your entire 1,000. So in terms of trade, in the human place, you may make no profit, may not mean a loss. But here, because the thing that they have traded as guidance cannot be broken down into bits. You have to give it up completely in order to buy something. So that's why they lost their capital completely. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they didn't make a profit, they've actually made a complete and total loss. And that's why in the translation, the translators put the word in exchange. So it's not that they have purchased error for guidance, for a bit of guidance. No, they've completely given up their guidance and they've taken in al-dalala. And now to come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's conclusion, which is like a summary of this entire ayah, actually the final bit of the ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا كَانُوا مُهْتَدِينَ. And by doing this, they have completely lost their guidance. They are no longer guided. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us a tawfiq to understand Allah's book and continue to reflect on the Quran and see its practical implications in our daily lives. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.